All right, welcome into the Super League Supernova. We are back from the international break and excited to be back to football. Had a couple quick notes, just a reminder, the Cup starts this week. So not only are we looking into the league returning, but we have our Cup matches starting this week. More on that next week. But first and foremost, I wanted to get back to last week's results. It's been a little bit, quick refresher. So let's start with 11th place. Let's start with the Luz and the Tickas. This one was closer than expected. Embuemo leading the way for the Tickas. Paquete coming in for the Luz, dropping 10. And good business from the Tickas, who also brought in Anthony, who grabbed 10 and actually led to them getting the W here. 37-31 is the final. And another win for the Tickas. Ernie's and Andover. Close match. Grealish might be the perfect fit in Andover. Feels like a perfect Andover player. 42-38 is the result here. Really consistent season for the Ernies so far, scoring 42 twice and 38 in this game. Unfortunate to come away with just one win out of those. Andover also brought in Sensei, who didn't start but had 14 on the bench, so potentially bigger things to come from them. Bulls and Bombers. This one ended in another Bulls victory and another Bombers loss. The Bombers just kind of keep on bombing, but not in the way that they were hoping. Enzo led the way with the Bulls for 12. Up next, the Sharks and Nayla. Sharks coming away with the win in this one, 52-37. Another big week for Ty and the boys, and Nayla still searching for answers without Cole Palmer. This was a big one for the Sharks. They needed a rebound after last week. Crystal Palace defenders led the way for both teams in the scoring department. Up next, the Hell is Real Cup. The Red Devils taking on the devilishly Seagulls. Bramley pulling this one out, picking up their 5th win all time against the Seagulls, now 5-7. They were 1-3 last year, so they've already equaled their win total from last year against the Seagulls. Soboslai led the Red Devils with 13, and bringing in Foster netted an extra 6 points, which resulted in the win for them. 42-38 is the final. And finally, our game of the week. Osborne, 53. West Adams, 43. West Adams last year, 4-0 against Osborne. Undefeated last year. Not getting the start that they wanted this year so far. A 10-point loss to Osborne. Defenders led the way. Trevo Chalobah for Osborne with 13 points. And Osborne looking a very strong team to start the season, moving into second place on this year so far. So, with that said, let's look ahead to week 4. Up first, West Adams and Joe Louis. West Adams feels a little hard done, having 9 points more than the first place Tickas and resting in 8th place. Lions are 7-0 all time against Joe Louis. Injuries are a factor. They don't have a healthy forward. That could be a problem in trying to win a game. Joe Louis transfers in Xavi. They are also beat up, but got a nice win in the transfer market. Up next, Tickas, the number 1 team again. It's taking on the number 9 Ernies. Ernie's sitting in 9th place with 122 points, 2 points more than the first place Tickas. 3-3 all-time against one another. Moonies and Barry in for the Ernies. I think they have the firepower here to upset the Tickas, who have been skating on a little bit of luck, a lot of effort, A for effort so far for the Tickas, who just keep winning. Up next, 7th place Andover and 6th place Bulls. Very close matchup on paper. These teams are almost equal on points, almost equal in the table. Andover 2-1 all-time against the Bulls. Isak is returning for them. That is a huge addition. I see Andover moving on in this one, but the Bulls could make some noise. Up next, the Bombers, the mystery of the season here. The Bombers in dead last, 79 points, taking on the 3rd place Sharks. The Sharks looking very strong, 136 points on the year. Feels like a big mismatch on paper, but for some reason I think the Bombers are going to give the Sharks some trouble. Last year, the Sharks were 1-2 against Elgin. Will the Richarlison magic continue? Gotta mention the Bombers' major transfer coup, managing to land Woltemade, whatever his name is, at Newcastle, as well as Pino at Crystal. Both amazing pickups and great recruitment by the Bombers front office. Up next, number 4, Nayla versus the 10th place Seagulls. Seagulls have fallen from grace a little bit, although the output has not been anything to sneeze at. Nayla dealing with a lot of injuries and still managing to be top 4 is very impressive. Nayla's 4-8 all-time against the Seagulls, but 2-2 last year, so they are trending in the right direction in terms of winning. Quite a few injuries for them to deal with, as I mentioned, and Seagulls doing a bit of business in the transfer window, bringing in Colo, I think is his last name, and King from Fulham. A couple good pickups there for the Seagulls. We'll see if that pays off for them. And finally, the game of the week, the Bramley Red Devils and Osborne Owls, 2 teams that are scoring a lot, 2 versus 5 here in the table. Bramley 2-2 against Osborne last year, but 5-6 all time, looking to even up the score completely. They brought Madueke in this week, missed on a lot of transfers they had hoped for, and Osborne's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They are standing firm. No transfers in for them to close out the window. So best of luck to everyone as we look forward to another fun weekend of football. Enjoy it, everybody. Talk to you soon.